This is a video on how to start TIG welding, gas tungsten arc welding. So in this video, what we're doing is the first project. If you were starting like brand new, never TIG welded before, the first thing you're gonna do, this is it right here. This is the project that we usually have people do. If you're in a program in high school or college and you're starting to TIG weld, this is a perfect project to start on, all right? And what it is a surfacing weld or a padding, whatever you wanna call it. Usually when you start stick and MIG, you fill up a block or do a surfacing weld as well, but it's a little more intense because TIG welds are so small. We're going to do a surfacing weld on just a 4" by 4" plate. All right. So let's just go down the list here. 2 plates you're going to use. The first one's going to be autogenous TIG welding padding, which means you don't use filler metal. So you just kind of get the metal to melt and draw it across the plate, and you do line after line after line. I'm going to show you the correct way to do that on an illustration on the board here in a minute. So you want to overlap it is what you want to do. You don't want to have like gaps, but I'm going to show you that here in a second. So I already did this out there. I filmed it. An autogenous plate side 1, I did 32 passes on this 4" plate. The second side I did 30. You tend to go down on the second side because you kind of get in a hurry. It's a little monotonous and you're like, you want to get it done, so you might make it a little bigger or whatever. But both of them were actually 2 passes less for the filler one and the autogenous one. So let's go down to the filler one. So this one, no filler metal, this one with filler metal. So you're gonna actually melt the base metal, then start dabbing that filler metal across, and you're gonna do about 26 on the first side and about 24 on the second side, give or take, for a grand total of 112 passes before you actually go into T-joints or whatever your next joint is. You wanna do 100-ish, around 100 passes before you get into a joint, because when you get into joints, you're wasting a lot of metal. This allows you to get a lot of practice and not use a lot of materials. Okay, that's the whole point of this. We want you to make sure that you're getting, you're very consistent and comfortable with the process before we're getting into actual T-joints. So 112 is what I did. So I would say around 100 passes before you get into T-joints or whatever joint you're going into. What it is over here, carbon steel or stainless, I wrote with a question mark. I've done it on stainless. Stainless is nice because you don't have to clean it as much, but it warps like crazy. So I did it on carbon steel, and I did everything by the book. I cleaned like you're supposed to. I did 5 passes, then I would wire wheel it to make sure there was no carbon coming out. And I'm going to go over all that when I actually go out there and show you how to set up the plate on how to clean it before you start. The main thing is you got to get all that mill scale off of the carbon steel if you're using carbon steel. You can try it on stainless. 3/16 of an inch is the thickness, 4" by 4", that are the dimensions of the actual plate. But stainless will warp like crazy. So I usually have people start on carbon steel, and you have to do a real strict cleaning process. So what I usually do is I do a hard stone, get all the lines going one way, and then I rotate the plate. And I take 36 flat disc, and then I smooth all the lines down going the opposite way of where you put the actual grinding with the hard stone. That way you know you got all the mill scale off of there, all right? The parameters, around 100 amps, 3/32 of an inch, 2% thoriated tungsten, ground to a point. The filler metal is 1/16 of an inch ER70S-6, and the shielding gas is 100% argon. Around 25 to 30 cubic feet per hour is the gas flow setting. So those are the parameters to get started. Now we're going to go up here. Remember what I was talking about with the gaps in the actual surfacing. So this is the correct way. You want to put your pass down and overlap it maybe a quarter of the way-ish, and then the rest of the way go into new material. And then you just keep putting each line right down this entire plate until you're all the way across. Then you're going to flip it, do the other side, and then you're going to go to fill. After you do that autogenously, you're going to move into filler metal and do the same thing. So it's 4 sides, which we already saw with the amount of passes that I did up there on the top part of the board there. The incorrect way is right here. Don't put gaps in it. You don't want any gaps in it. When you do a surfacing weld, you want it to overlap a little bit. So just like this. So this is the correct way. This is the incorrect way, and what we're going to do now is go out and I'm going to show you the correct way to prep this 4" by 4" plate It's got to be clean. You can't skimp on cleaning when you're doing TIG welding, all right? So carbon steel, you got to get that mill scale layer off. So I'm going to go show you how to do that now. Then we're going to get into our autogenous 32 pass plate, then our 30 pass autogenous plate, then our filler 26, and then our filler 24 for a grand total of 112 passes. And I'll speed it up. Obviously, I'm not going to, it would be hours long, so I'm going to speed it up, and I'll show you that video because I already did it, so I already know, that's how I know these numbers. So let's get out in the lab, we'll clean up the plate, and then get into it. So in order to move all the mill scale on this before we start TIGging this, the one on the left I did with a regular grinder, grinding stone, and you can see the lines are going up and down. And then I turned it 90 degrees and hit it with a 36 flap disc to make sure all that mill scale is gone on both sides. And I also hit the edges with the 36 flap disc as well. So that's how you clean up the plate. Hard grind it and have all your grinding going in one direction. Turn it 90 degrees and then hit it with a flap disc to ensure that all that mill scale is gone. Let's get into doing our autogenous welds now.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your f***ing cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
This is a look at the first side of autogenous welds on this padding. Came out pretty good. I'm going to flip it over and show you the back so I can show you how to prep for doing the back side. We're going to do the same exact thing on the back side. So I'm going to flip it over and show you the back. This is what the back side looks like, and you can see there's a little bit of carbon drawn out of there, that's been drawn out of there. So we want to get all that out of there. We want to clean it up again, same way we did before we did the other side. So what I'm going to do is get the flap disc on there again, 36 grit. And the lines are all going one way, and we're going to make them all go the other way to make sure that we clean this up before we start on the other side. So I'm going to grind this, I'll show it to you, and then we'll get started on doing the second side autogenous padding. Alright, so I just ground the other side of that autogenous padding, and now we're going to start on the back side. Nice and clean.
Just tell me that I can.
Cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up shit, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise.
Alright, we just got done doing our autogenous padding on side 2. So both sides are covered now. Now we're going to show you how to do some filler paddings. So we're going to move into filler. We'll do the first side with that, then we'll do the second side with fill, just like we did with the autogenous ones. So moving on to fill. Here's a look at the first side of our filler padding. What we're going to do now is clean up the back side, and we're going to do the back side now. The same exact thing, just we're going to make the rows of welds go the other way.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Alright, we just filled up the second side of the padding with filler. Looks pretty good. So 2 sides autogenous, 2 sides of padding, and we're ready to get into some T-joints now. Great first project when you're starting to TIG weld. So hopefully that gives you a good idea how to start TIG welding. Thanks for watching and subscribing to TV Weld, and we're out of here.